With the mandate to remove a Nazi radio tower from a church, a group of paratroopers under the command of Sergeant Eldson, Bokeem Woodbine, are heading into Germany. Just as they near their target, their plane is shot at by enemy soldiers. The surviving men jump from their plane before it explodes, and they land in the water before swimming to land. Private Ed Boyce, Jovan Adipo, reunites with Corporal Ford, Wyatt Russell. Boyce spots Eldson being found by a group of Nazi soldiers and sees as they execute him. Ford keeps Boyce quiet as they move and find Tibbet, John Magaro, Chase, Ian de Caystecker, and Dawson, Jacob Anderson. They walk toward their mark, and Dawson accidentally steps on a landmine that blows him up. As they observe a French woman by the name of Chloe, Mathilde Olivier, the others keep moving into the woods. Ford orders them to run after her, since nobody can know they are there. The men catch up to her, and Boyce speaks to her in French to let her know they mean no harm. Chloe reluctantly lets the men follow her back to her home. When a neighbor hears Chloe leading the soldiers into her village, he calls the German soldiers to complain that she was out past her curfew. Chloe talks to the Germans while the American soldiers stay hidden. She brings them back to her house, where she lives with her younger brother Paul, Johnny Toffer, and her aunt Simone, Eva Magyar, who is seriously ill and can be heard making a sneezing sound that is unpleasant and loud. In the attic, the men hide. Paul wants to play catch with Tibbet, but he coldly brushes him off before he and Chase go check out the rendezvous site. A man and a woman are taken outside by German soldiers and executed. According to Chloe, this is what her parents went through. Chloe tends to Boyce's bullet wound as she explains what happened to her family. Boyce and Paul also play a little with each other. A second group of German soldiers arrives shortly after for an inspection. Captain Waffner, Pilu Absek, is in charge of them. Boyce is forced to hide once more as Chloe allows him to enter her home. After Waffner tries to rape Chloe, Boyce confronts him, and the soldiers tie him up in the attic. Ford sends Boyce out to find the rendezvous point. He finds the church where the tower is, but he almost gets caught and has to hide in a truck full of the bodies of the other paratroopers. Boyce finds himself inside the church, and he comes across a laboratory where he sees a number of horrific discoveries, such as the head of a woman separated from her body but still speaking to him, as well as a bag with a barely living thing inside. Boyce, who is hiding, discovers Dr. Schmidt, played by Eric Redman, enters. To save another paratrooper named Rosenfeld, Dominic Applewhite, Boyce extracts a large needle from him. Before Boyce and Rosenfeld run away, he also carries a needle containing some experimental serum. After bringing Rosenfeld back to the attic, Boyce gives Ford the serum. He questions Waffner as to what it does, but he refuses to say anything, so Ford starts beating the crap out of him. Boyce explains to Ford what he saw in the church, so Ford starts to devise a proper plan to make their way in and take the tower down. Ford orders Chase to go upstairs to untie Waffner so that he can get them inside. Waffner then attacks Chase and grabs his gun, shooting him repeatedly. While they attempt to assist Chase, Waffner dies while everyone rushes upstairs to subdue him. Boyce takes the needle from Chase and gives him the serum. He soon